Good morning, students. This is your first independent activity. This is called a Hall of Fame. Typically, we would do this in the class and hang them up on the wall, but for now, I am going to have you create this in a Google slide. So the directions for the project is a Hall of Fame is who is someone living or dead that inspires you. So I want you to take a minute and I want you to think about an important person in your life. And they can be living, they can be passed away, but it needs to be a real person, not a celebrity, just a real person that inspires you and is always there to help you when the going gets tough. So here's the directions. Who is someone living or dead that has inspired or still inspires you? It can be an aunt, a brother, sister, mom, dad, aunt, uncle, a coach. It could be a coach that always is there for you. Just anybody who inspires you. Who is someone that has overcome challenges in their life? And who is someone that makes you want to be a better person? So you're going to have to think a little bit about who this person is to you. Each and every one of you will have a different person. So we're going to create a class Hall of Fame. When things get hard, we can look there to be reminded that perseverance will take us far. And so you are going to create one Google slide, and my goal is to get all of them printed and have them hanging on the wall in our classroom, so when you do come to class, it's there on our Hall of Fame. So here's just an example of a celebrity. Okay, but remember, you are using a real person. So talking about Michael Jordan, he did not make the basketball team. His freshman year in high school, can you imagine? Michael Jordan did not make his high school basketball team. But he didn't quit, so he persevered. He tried out again the next year. He worked and worked and worked on some concepts, and then he tried out the next year. He accepted that failure is part of success and used that as a driving entity his whole entire career. He constantly talked about the importance of practice. Okay, math is kind of like a sport. If you don't practice it, you're not going to be any good at it. So practice is just like anything. The more you practice at anything, the better you're going to become. And now Michael Jordan is one of the best basketball players ever. So this is just an example of a person. But remember, I want you to think of a real person, somebody that truly inspires you. So here's an example of mine. It is my mom. This is my example. Okay, and this is what you are going to create. You are going to create one slide in Google Slides. And you need to have a picture of your person. So she got pregnant at a young age and barely graduated from high school. She survived an abusive relationship as a young mother and put her kids first and left. I think I was still young, still a baby. Without a college degree, she worked at a bank for over 30 years. She supervised her own department and provided for her children. She's now retired and working at that bank for 30 years. She has a nice little pension, and with her pension, she's able to live a good retired life. The biggest reason why she inspires me is because she puts everyone else's needs in front of her own. She's always there for everybody. She's got 4 kids, and she always puts their needs first. Still to this day, she puts their needs first. So this is an example of what you are going to do in Google Slides. Okay, these little pictures that I put, you can put pictures. If you look in Google Slides, there is a way to add a stamp. These are actually stamps that I used in Google Slide. But your directions is to create one slide, only one. And it has to have a picture. On the top of it will be your name. So here's the directions. Create the Google slide. Make sure that you have their name on the top left-hand corner, Mom, Dad, Uncle Joe, whatever's fine. In the top right-hand corner, you need to have your name. Your name. Bullet points or paragraph of why you chose that person and what they have done and overcome in their life and why they inspire you. And make sure that you have a space for a picture. Whether you have to scan a picture or you can upload a picture from a phone, or you can upload a picture. You can take a picture from your telephone and email it to yourself, and then that way you can go to your email and insert it into the Google slide. This assignment is due on Monday. It's due on Monday. If you have questions, you can, in the stream, type some questions. I'm going to be giving an assessment test today to the other group, but I will be available for you to ask me questions in the stream. So I want you to do your best work. This is probably going to be something that you share with the class. So do a good job. This is your first graded assignment that's going to go in the grade book, so you really need to do a good job. Okay, I hope you have fun with this, and please send me a message if you have any questions.